Hi, my name is Carla. Today I will be doing my first round of the Love Hate debate. I'll be debating Landon on the topic of the Oscars. So, just a little background. The first Academy Award, which is actually the formal name for the Oscars, was held in 1929. Tickets were only $5, and back then it was held at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. And the actual name for the award itself, which is the Oscar, the actual status is Academy Award of Merit. It actually weighs around 8.5 pounds, and that's why oftentimes when someone receives an Oscar, they always complain about how heavy it is. Before a winner wants to sell an Oscar, they usually have to offer it to the Academy, and then they usually offer to pay $1 back for the Oscar. Um, Now, for the past 14 years, the Oscars have been held at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, and it actually holds up to 3,400 people. And all these 3,400 people that go have to go through the red carpet. And I think this is something very important when we look into pop culture and why we should see and look into the Academy Awards. It is limited membership, therefore, the people that actually choose the winners for whatever category it is, they are not invited or they can't apply. It's just by within that people that are already in, they have to be suggested. However, nominees are automatically considered for membership into the Academy. Why should this be pop culture worthy? Well, first of all, I think it sets kind of a standard of what we should look up to. And it's also based on voting. Perhaps it's not voting from people, and that's why some people might argue that it's not pop culture because we don't vote on it, but they're still voting within a certain elite group of people. It awards it people, trendsetters, and people like that, really um, actors that have a big reputation. It has a history within society. A lot of people are melancholic when they see somebody else win Best Actor, and you can almost always hear somebody saying, "Oh, I remember when blah 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 won." The exposure it has, we're talking about 3,400 people that go through a red carpet. This is 3,400 people wearing all different things from different designers. And I think there's been a big emphasis on the red carpet, and I'll be debating on that later on. Now, I'll be debating in favor of the Oscars. I think it's good for society at some extent in a balanced way to consume this kind of material or this kind of product from TV. It also sets a standard for society as to I could be that person. There's been stories like the one from Lupita Nyong'o. I could achieve that. And that falls into the American dream ideal of they did that, I can also do it. They did that at a later age, I can do that as well. It's a platform for artists like people like Leonardo DiCaprio who have a charity or who have a purpose that they're trying to achieve. His is global warming. So things like that are a great exposure at this kind of events. And that also leads to pop culture from us consuming that and wanting to be like, I want to look into that. It's an enlargement of worlds because it's not just things within the US, but they also award films from other countries. So in my other rounds, I'll be going into depth into these things.